All right, let's go ahead and begin here. This is lab number 2, DFIR 08. So our goal here is to do server investigation, get hands-on experience with forensics investigation methods learned during the lesson. Our lab mission is to investigate the server image and identify deleted and modified files. We're going to need our Windows box on a NAT network. We're going to need PuTTY, we're going to need PSCP, and our SIFT workstation, and our extra lab file called DFIR 08L2 hack.rar. All right, so first thing we're going to do is investigate the server image and identify deleted and modified files. So what we got to do is we got to get that DFIR 08L2 hack.rar onto your Windows machine. Go ahead and get that one, and they want you to rename it to hacked.rar. So that's what I'm doing right there. There's hacked.rar. All right. Next, they want you to start the SSH service on our SIFT workstation. So let's go ahead and I just like to start off clear, but let's do sudo service SSH start. Okay, good. Now they want us to transfer the hacked RAR to the SIFT workstation with the help of the Windows 10 machine and PSCP. All right, so let's take a look at, let's go to our command prompt here, run as admin. You should have PuTTY installed, but go ahead and install it if you do not. I'm going to see, PSCP is in my path, so let's go ahead and try this. So basically, let me get my IP address of my SIFT workstation, because we're going to need to write that down, if config. And looks like I got a NATed IP address of 10.0.2.4. Let's see if I can actually ping it before we continue. All right, that's looking good. All right, let's go ahead and attempt to transfer this file over here. So pscp.exe, we're going to do it over port 22. And oh, you know what? I forgot I need to be on my desktop. So let's go ahead and navigate to C users. And let's see, let's go to Ian Trimble, OneDrive / desktop. Okay, and my hacked RAR is right here. So now I'm in the right location. So now let's try PSCP again. Okay, dash port 22, hacked.rar. All right, so now I'm going to try to transfer it over to my SANS forensics machine here. So let's go ahead and type that. My username, SANS forensics, and the IP address of my SIFT workstation, 10.0.2.4. All right, now they're going to ask me, where do you want to put it? I want to put it on the desktop. Let's go to home, SANS forensics / desktop. And if I typed everything okay, it should go through. Say yes, password is forensics. All right, transfer has started. It's a big file. All right, so um, that verifies that our transfer is working, but in the for time's sake, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to cancel the transfer. Basically, this is just to um, get the image over to the workstation over the wire, but we can do it with the help of our shared folders in VirtualBox. So let me go ahead and I'm going to copy the file here, put it in my, let's see, I might even have it already. Let's see. I don't see it there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to drag and drop it. This should be faster than the actual transfer here. There we go. All right, let's make, okay, 1.6 gigs. Now I'm just going to go ahead and rename it to make it match here. So let's go ahead and call this one hacked.rar. Okay, good deal. So we're happy there. We've got our file where we want it on the desktop. Next, we want to, let's see, I want to unrar it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to my terminal here and let's go ahead and clear this out. And let's navigate to desktop. All right. So that's where we are right now. Let's go ahead and unrar, extract hacked.rar. And when it asks you what you want to do, you can say, would you like to replace, oh, looks like I've already got the file here. This one here. So since I already have the file here, I'm just going to say no, but if this was you, you would just say, extract. So I'm going to say quit. All right. So I have my hacked file here on my desktop. Let's take a look right here. Let's go to desktop, and I should have a file called hacked.dd because he expanded to 8.6 gigs. Okay, so let's keep on going here. Now we want to mount the hacked image, and we're going to do that with the low setup command. So let's do sudo low setup -f -p hacked.dd. Set up our loop device here. Okay. Next, you will list the low setup with the sudo low setup dash. Let's verify it. So let's do sudo and there is my image, the hack.dd. We can see it is in dev/loop3. So make a note of that. There you go. Dev/loop3. Yours might be different. All good. So now we want to mount this. So let's go ahead and mount this. But first we need to make a directory. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do make dir /mount/dd. And I've already got that because I've done this in the past, but all good. So let's just see if there's anything in here. Yeah, nothing in there. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to our desktop. Okay, and let's go ahead and mount this over there. So let's do sudo mount-o loop read only no load /dev slash loop 3 /mount/dd. Check your syntax here. Oh, wrong file system type here. That is fine. Let's go ahead and take a look there. Let's see, sudo mount-o loop /read only loop comma read only /no load /dev loop There we go. Syntax every time. All right, so now we need to inspect the content of the web server and note the creation date of files and folders. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And we're going to go and see what we got here. So if we go to mount DD, we see we got some files listed here. So we are happy with our extraction. Let's take a look in here. Let's see what is actually on this thing here. If we go to var, see we got some web stuff here. Looks like www. That could be a Apache website or WordPress or Nginx. But all right, so we're in Mount DD. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's inside of here. So let's do sudo ls dash lah. I'm going to view everything, hidden files, dd/var. As long as you can autocomplete, you know you're on the right track here. All right. And boom, we can see, hey, we've got some WordPress files. Looks like we are investigating a website image here. And we're seeing that, like I said, our job is to investigate this stuff, and we're looking for modifications here. We see a lot of stuff from 2019, but the latest thing, the latest modifications occurred on January 16th, right? Looks like maybe there's the style, CSS, the cascading style sheet might have been modified. The index might have been modified. Now look at the owner. The owner is different, right? We got root here versus www/data. So yeah, maybe there's some funky stuff at play here. And again, those are the files that have been modified the latest. All right. So, you know what? We can also check out the logs and see if we can get any good information from the log. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So we do know that, stuff was modified on the 16th. Now, see if the logs tell us anything. Because, like I said before, the logs tell the story, and the attackers are always trying to hide their logs. So let's do ls-lah/mount/dd/var/logs. Don't see anything. Let me make sure I got my syntax right here. ls dash, let me try sudo in front. ls-lah/mount/dd/var. Yeah, let's try this again. All right, and just to confirm it, let's go ahead and go to that path directly. So mnt/dd/var log. Would you look at that syntax error again? So let's do, there we go. There's my logs. Okay, so we want to know who accessed what on here. So we are looking for maybe some access logs or some other logs, right? Who was on this website? That can tell us a lot here, but not seeing anything here. Let's go. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at. Let's go up a folder. See if we see anything else here. Yeah, log. Nothing there. All right. Let's take a look at. See if we see anything in the Apache folder here. So let's take a look at Apache since that's our web server, Apache 2. Look, we do have some access logs, and it matches our timestamp of January 16th, 2020. So, there's a good indicator something happened on that time and date. And there's the root account as well. So let's see. Let's see what we can see here. Let's take a look at the Apache 2 logs. So let's do this. We want to first take a look at the access.log. A lot of stuff there, kind of hard to read, right? We would want to parse this down into something more readable. But you see a lot of stuff happened with this Apache access log. But there's that style sheet we were looking at before, style.css. Look at the very end there. Maybe we want to investigate that one. But let's keep on looking here. We want to look for something that says, does not exist, right? To look for suspicious content. So let's see if we can't find that in our logs here. So we're going to look at the end of the logs because the end of the logs show the newest entries. So for that, we're going to do the cat command, and we're going to tail the last 20 lines, access.log, and we want to grep for do not exist. And let's see what I got. I've got no, let's see, yeah, I'm not getting anything there. Of course, let me check my syntax here. Grep do not exist. Var log Apache. Let me make sure I'm in the right location. Var log Apache 2. And let's try this again with the entire log. So I'm going to do a cat, and I'm going to look for at the access log again, and I'm going to grep again for do not exist. There we go. Now I'm getting some stuff. So let's see what we got here. We do see some modifications here. Um, all on the 16th, right? January 16th. So definitely something was going on here. We get an IP address 10.21.0.107. We want to not we want to note that down. But we do see, yeah, it looks like we got some GET request here, and we got some commands. Look at that one. Command equals ls. We know what that one is. What else do we got right here? Do not exist. We got some 404 errors, index.php, So it looks like they were trying to navigate something here. And take a look at this one. This raises the hair on my neck. Look at here. Uh, command equals Python, import socket subprocess, socket, and a stream here. Maybe this is a reverse shell. So, looks like definitely something funky was going on with this box. So yeah, um, looks like we had multiple attempts right here, and this one right here again, when they're trying to run commands on your web server, yeah, very indicative of a remote shell. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look um, at our file. So let's see if anything has been deleted on here. Let's check our inodes here. So we're going to go back to our desktop. Okay, clear. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. So we want to perform a manual check for deleted inodes with the use of ILS. All right, and of course, if you don't know what ILS is, this is list inode information here. We're looking for our ext file system. So let's go ahead and see what we can gather right here. So command is ILS-F extension 4-O 2048 hacked.dd. There we go. Look at that. We got a lot of information here split out nice and neat like. All right. If we were to expand it, it makes it a little bit easier to read here. So let me go ahead and expand it for us. There we go. So we got our columns right here. All right. So let's see. We're looking for something that stands out here. Do, 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 do. Hmm. We got some file permissions here, 755 node 22416. So, let's see again. This stuff shows us what has been deleted here. So, let's just take a look at some of these. First one we'll take a look at is node 22146. So let's go ahead and let's run the istat command. Okay, let's see what we got right here. So, this is pretty cool, right? It shows you, what's been modified, what's been changed, and we see that we can see the individual block, right, of this image, whereas inoded has been modified on January 16th, right? It was accessed on 16th, file modified 321 2019, inode modified January 16th, and then file created January 16th, right? Something something definitely suspicious here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more. Just take a look at let's see. Let's do 22773. Let's do something later. Yep, we got some more stuff here that looks like it has been modified, but we're going to keep on going here. So let's go ahead and inspect this. Let's take a closer look, and see if we can't find some more stuff here. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so um, we want to keep on investigating. So we're going to run this script right here to look in the inode here, right? And again, we're looking at the same hacked image, and we're going to be filtering out some stuff. We're going to look for some orphaned files here, and that's what this script is right here. So let's go ahead and press enter and see what this script returns. So as it starts to parse through this image, you're going to start to see some stuff that may or may not be relevant to our case here. A lot of stuff. But look at that. That's interesting. There's a little crypto file here. Interesting. Prober of storage from the var lib location. More stuff here. PCI messages. Let's see anything else here. But yeah, no file system check. Grub. There's our look at that log save file system check. Mount. Here's a mount. As you can see, this is a pretty time-consuming process here, so we're just going to let it sit, do its thing. Okay, so that finally finished here, and now we want to see if there's been any recent modifications to the file system. So just note if that last command runs for about 4 minutes by minutes, that's perfectly normal. Let's go ahead and see if we can see any modifications to the file system. We're going to look for some unallocated file space here. So that's what my first little script is right here. Let's go ahead and copy this one. There we go. Here we go. Look for unallocated space in this image. And we do see we got lots of blocks listed here, right, where we're running our data. So we do have stuff that has been committed and stuff that is unknown, some stuff that is, you know, possibly empty. So our job as the investigators is to investigate these things and look for changes here. So we're going to expect all, not all of them, but, some of these general entries here. So let's take a look at journal entry 2048 here. And again, we're just going to investigate these. And let's go ahead and start with 2048, see what we get here. So I got my little script here. I'm going to copy this one. And let's go ahead and clear. And we're going to paste here. Look at all of that. A lot of stuff coming at you. And again, if you see all this stuff coming at you, it might take longer on yours or it might take less. Just depends on your virtual machine, resources that are allocated here. But let's take a look. Let's see what we can find here. Again, we are looking for modifications in these journal entries here. So what that script does, it extracted the block number of each entry and then printed the block contents together with the number of the block. So this is the data that was in 4,197, 198, 4199, etc., etc. So we're going to be looking for some funky stuff in here. So let's go ahead and see what we can find here. So let's start. Let's go up to 4008. See what we can find here. Oh, look at that one. So starting at 4008, the point of this lab is to say, hey, you're able to view, files that have been modified on here. And take a look at this one. These look pretty familiar here, right? These are our WordPress files. All right, so we do see, hey, yeah, all this stuff right here, it's been modified. So that was 4008. If you scroll down, we're looking for stuff that, we can work with here. There's some more WordPress stuff that's been modified. Let's keep on going here. Again, we're looking for bad behavior. So definitely no, we got some other commands written right here. Let's see. So we're just scrolling down, stopping if there's anything interesting. Not seeing anything. It's jumping out at me. Yeah, more of the same. Export possibly. Connection tracker. And then look right here. Only these files have been modified. Look at that index.html, latest.tarball, info.php, and wordpress.php. Interesting. If we scroll down to the bottom, PHP stuff, interesting, but I'm not seeing any more WordPress stuff. And now we have reached the end of the file. So again, let's take a look right here. And let's go back to 4,173. All right, here we go. So we just want to do a comparison, right, of what we have and what we see here. So we've got index, HTML, latest.tarball, info.php, and WordPress. So let's just do a quick comparison and see, hey, does this stuff exist in our image? So let's go here, make a new tab, and let's do this. Let's do ls dash, again, I just want to see, hey, something we've been been modified? If so, how? So I want to list the files in our WordPress folder, and that's what we're doing. So we're doing ls-lah/mount/dd slash, let's see, mount, make sure I got my right path here, ls-lah/mount dd var www html. Now, this is interesting, right? Um, we have our index.html and we have our WordPress folder, right? That's the contents of our website, but we do not have the latest .tar.gz, right? This one right here, this one's not here. So this could indicate that the file has been deleted. Interesting here. It does not appear. Another thing we can take a look at um, are these index files, which can indicate, um, something has been modified as well. So interesting. So let's go back to our blocks and look for some more stuff that existed before. So let's go up to 4046. Had some WordPress stuff in here. All right. So we got, oh, look at this. We got a lot more files here than what we are listing at before. And this stands out as being kind of funny. We got index.html.text and then index.html.txt. So we're seeing some modifications here. We're saying that this .text file, might have been placed on the server and possibly renamed. So again, definitely this WordPress site is compromised. And then the last one, and of course, normally we know that the extension for the index is .html. It's not .text, and it's not HTML text. So again, pretty suspect here. One other thing that stands out, if you're paying attention, right, earlier is that we've got some more indicators of compromise. Again, index.html.text, which is the wrong extension, and then style.css.text again, which is the wrong extension. So definitely this is present and it was not, part of this normal website. All right, so now um, let's see if we can see any attempts for persistence mechanisms, right? One thing we can do with Linux is look for cron jobs, and see if this thing is recurring here. So we're going to look for a cron job looking at the cron tab. And the cron tab is kind of like scheduled task for Windows or task scheduler. You're able to have stuff be automated on a schedule, day, year, month, second, hour, minute. And we're going to take a look at that one right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our cron tab. So we're going to look at gedit /mount/dd's, and the cron tab exists here. Let's take a look here. All right, so this is our cron tab folder here. Again, we are looking for journal blocks, stuff that we were looking at before, looking for some evidence here. And if we look here, we're not really seeing anything here, so um, happy with this one. So basically, um, I'm happy I don't see anything here, but what led me to actually look here? Well, I'm gonna say close without saving. If we scroll up to file block, 3949. Yeah, I think it's 3949 here. Let's go back up here. Um, See right here, cron tab, again, shows that someone was trying to modify it, but because we looked at the cron um, tab, this was not successful and they were not able to, get a persistence mechanism here. And that is the end of the server investigation. We have proof that the WordPress file was modified. They tried to modify the index.html file, and there's evidence of them erasing some files as well. And they had tried to schedule a cron job, but that cron job attempt was met in failure. All right, see you on lab 3.